This first exam block will be all about discrete time signals and systems. This class is going to be on the discrete time signals, so the nouns, the data that goes in. We'll talk about how they're represented. There's a number of different ways to represent them. We'll talk about sampling, which is the process of bringing them in from continuous time. We'll talk about some operations that you can do with them. And while we're talking about them, I will fold in some information about MATLAB. First, I'm going to just give a quick overview of the entire textbook. We've got chapter 2, and that is talking about the time domain, both signals and systems. We've got chapter 3, and that talks about the frequency domain. Again, both signals and systems. Chapter 4 talks about filters. Filter design used to be a phenomenally complex problem in discrete signal processing. When I took the course, probably a good 1/3 of the entire course was devoted towards how to find filter coefficients. Now it's just use MATLAB. 5 is on sampling. There's a lot of very subtle issues that come into sampling, which is why it has its own chapter. Chapter 6 and 7. So chapter 4 talked about filters and what they do. Chapter 6 and 7 talked about filters and how to make them. So 2 whole chapters for it. And now we just replace it with MATLAB and wash our hands of it. Chapter 8 is all about algorithms to compute digital signal processing operations. So that, again, the whole chapter, now it's just replaced with MATLAB. Now you might argue, but wait a second, what if I don't want to be doing all this processing on a PC? What if I want to download it into an FPGA? What if I want to download it into a microcontroller? I need to know those algorithms. And to some degree, that is absolutely true, you do. Once you've got the MATLAB code, though, in front of you, it's pretty easy to translate it into C or any other language. Also, if you want to stay within the MATLAB platform, if you program and simulate it in MATLAB, there are toolboxes that will let you download it, as I said, into any kind of standard microcontroller or DSP chip or FPGA that you could want. And then chapters 9 through 12 are all on graduate school level applications. If you bought the whole textbook, you'll see all these chapters. If you bought my textbook, you'll just have the chapters that we cover.